gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I thought she was climbing too hard. I bet you she was climbing too hard. Oh my God. Oh my God. I bet you she was
Drop.
Yo, our group chat is trash, yo. Yo, we are some. I'm sorry. Hey, yo, it's all love. It's all love in the group
It's
chat.
all love. Minister Societies. We are.
Hey, I get lit up on the grill. Kid get thrown. We get. Hey, it's sometimes it's just somebody's day to get thrown on the grill. Hey, what's up, man? Here's another episode. Oh shit. Yo, this is Shoe Talk, man. 88 again, man. What's going on, bro?
What's really going on, man? Let me go ahead and let y'all know there's some good things going on in wrestling. And I would like to give a congratulations and shout out to everything that's going on. Right now is probably the best time to be a wrestling fan. If there's any time to be a wrestling fan, it's right now.
Yes, it is. Oh shit. All right, we back. We back.
We
All
back.
right, I just talk. Where we at, man? Where we at, man? Talk to me.
All right, so first things first. Aussie Open has made their appearance in AEW. And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I am happy for Aussie Open. I don't care what nobody say. That's probably one of the, behind FTR, that's one of the top teams out right now.
Correct. Wait, didn't old buddy from Aussie Open have an injury?
I believe so, but I think he's back from injury because he got his injury when he was in NXT still.
Wait, who was that I posted in the other wrestling chat? Somebody had an injury. They had to vacate their titles. Was that Aussie Open?
No, Liv Morgan.
Okay. I thought I saw some. Anyway, but yeah, it's cool to Aussie Open in AEW because I feel like when it comes to, and shout out to Nix in the Color Commentary Podcast. Shout out to Nix, Slim Jones, Static Jones. What's Nick's wife's name? I'm so sorry for Nick's wife's name. Over there, like I would always say, when it comes to tag teams, in my opinion, I really feel like in this generation, it's FTR, Good Brothers, it's those two. I feel like to be the best tag team, you got to wrestle everywhere. That's just in my personal opinion. We can agree to disagree, but that's just my opinion. You just can't do it in one company. So that's why I put the Usos over here in another box because they never stepped out. And the same with the Bucks. Like I feel like if they got to go over,
they got to come to WWE.
Yeah, at least for a year. I mean, but that's just my opinion. I could be.
There's a few. There's only two people I can say has been the best ever. There's four I can say that's been the best ever to do it. And those four are He Who Should Not Be Named,
Okay,
Eddie,
right,
AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan.
I give you
that. Won championships minus WCW. For these two, they won championships pretty much everywhere they've been.
Oh yeah.
The only place AJ has not stepped foot was in AEW, and he doesn't need to because people who've been champion in AEW, he's beating. He's beat in ROH, New Japan, TNA when it was Impact. I mean, he was, and he was, and then he came to WWE and replicated the same kind of success.
Yes, he did.
So, um, those two, if I was to go, if I was to do my top five best to ever do it for this generation, it'll go Daniel Bryan being number one. Then I will go AJ Styles. Then I will go Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins, minus him not being in AEW, he's done it in other promotions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, I feel like I believe that if I'm gonna go, and this is a little controversial, maybe not. I'm gonna go CM Punk. While he might not have been the best wrestler, CM Punk has won titles everywhere he's been. He won it in ECW, on Raw, on SmackDown, in AEW, in ROH. The only place he hadn't won it was in New Japan, and he was ROH champion when he was in TNA.
Yeah. And I like that's what I say with tag team. If I gotta say when it comes to tag teams, and I got fussed at viciously when I said this. It's only two. It's FTR and the Good Brother. FTR and the Good. It's FTR and the Good Brother. Good Brother.
Nah, Dudley's. Dudley's have won a
No,
title.
I'm not counting them in this era.
Oh, you're talking about just this specific area?
This era, like
yeah, FTR and Good Brothers.
Yeah, like in my opinion, that's just my personal opinion. But then everybody else falls under because then you have like, then it gets tricky
because God ain't been in WWE. Bucks haven't been in WWE. Generation Me.
they haven't. I mean, probably for a tryout.
I mean, they were Generation Me. You gotta don't forget that Generation Me and TNA. And I ain't even gonna lie, because I used to clown them hard. I said they were Hardy Boy ripoffs, but
everybody said that. I was saying that.
But I mean, like, I didn't know them as Young Bucks. I saw them first as Generation Me.
Same.
And that's why I was like, but over time, I seen what they were about, and I can definitely say they are not Hardy Boy ripoffs. I mean, yes, do they have high spots, and sometimes do they do stuff like spot monkeys? Yes, but what they do isn't any less entertaining than what anybody else would be doing for this generation. Right. It's essentially being. I might get some hate for this. They're essentially the Steph Curry of the tag team division outside of WWE.
I give you that. I see where you're coming from.
The way that they are wrestling now is how most tag teams are doing it these days. You know what I mean?
Right.
I believe New Day could be successful out of WWE. I mean, people forget R-Truth and Xavier Woods was a tag team in TNA, and it's probably one of my favorite ones.
I just found a story I was telling you about. There you go. But yeah, that's the one I was talking about. If you want to talk about it, you bring that one up. But yeah, I think Aussie Open gonna do some good things at AEW because I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Aussie Open. I ain't really seen him in NXT because I didn't watch NXT like that.
Right.
You know, after they went from Black and Gold to the whatever they was on the acid trip era, you know what I mean? I ain't watching. But yeah, man.
Yeah, nah. But to segue into being the best ever to do it, you have to go elsewhere. I feel like trajectory-wise, if somebody gets a little more comfortable on these independent scenes, then her trajectory is just endless. And I'm not talking about Monet. We know her, Mercedes Monet, her trajectory is always going to be endless because she's a real fan of the sport. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I am talking about Miss Trinity. She just had her first match in Impact Wrestling. And while there was some ring rust there, a little nerves, you could see it in the beginning. But once she got comfortable and the fact that they let her have a full set, roughly 10 to 15 minutes, including entrances, um, she showcased why she was as good as she was, or why people liked her in WWE, like behind the scenes.
Right.
I mean, she's hitting a middle rope blockbuster. She's not using the rear view as her finishing move. Those things right here, like she's her moveset is a little more serious.
Yep. And
Yes,
I want to be the first to be one of them people. Like, I apologize. Like, I didn't think further. I didn't think she was gonna ever leave WWE. And
right,
so I'm like, yo, I was gonna be like, yo, if she ever did, could she do what she's doing? Cause she pulled it. Cause I said that gimmick, that glow gimmick, couldn't work outside of WWE. But I was proven wrong. That glow gimmick, is she's still doing it. Like, people really rock with the glow gimmick, and I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. You know what I mean? Because we come to think certain things can only work in WWE.
right.
This can only work here.
And she's still using the glow gimmick, and that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
cool
thing.
part.
Like, and people went crazy for it. And it's like,
And I like her entrance song because her entrance song is a song that she's made, so it's actually her vocals on her entrance music.
and that's even more as a fellow artist, I dig it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm back. Like, I'm glad to see people working. I'm always happy to see people working and doing what they want to love to do in wrestling. It's cool. It's like she was like, yo, I didn't leave because of Sasha. I left because how I was treated. So like
Right,
she like all the stuff y'all heard, that was not true. Like, bro, I ain't left because I wasn't liking the way I was being talked to. And for her to and to like, she's married to Jimmy Uso.
right,
She's all right. She, like I said, she was gonna be all right regardless. He paid. He's good. Like, financially, I think she's fine.
right.
So she could go pretty much anywhere. All right. She ain't, you know what I mean? She's gonna be good. And
Right.
but people tend to forget Drew McIntyre was in WWE, left, which
Came back.
it was made a big name for himself and came back.
Before that, it was Bobby Lashley,
Bobby Lashley with the Impact came
Kurt
back.
Angle
Kurt Angle
left, came
came
back.
back. It wasn't the same Kurt Angle that we had back in the day, but he was a little. He wasn't as sturdy as he was when he left. But they all come back. But I think in this case, I don't think she will come back. I think she like, all right,
Yeah, I
been
think
there.
he's happy. Now, I will say though, even though Roman Reigns, like, let me go ahead and segue into this next spot. Tomorrow is what is it? Was it Night of Champions?
Night of Champions crown, like, yeah, Night of Champions.
Yeah, and it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Roman Reigns has a chance to be Roman 4 belts.
That ain't happening. Them Usos screwing that up.
I mean, and that sounds cool and all, but Kurt Angle was Kurt 5 belts. I'm just saying. Roman ain't gonna never hit that level. I don't care. I don't care. Kurt had 5 belts.
That was him and Samoa Joe. They had all the belts house.
They had all the belts. He had the TNA world title. He had the heavyweight, the IWGP title, the 2 tag team titles, and I think the X Division title.
Yo, Joe had the X Division.
And he beat Joe for the X Division. So Kurt had all 5 belts.
That's freaking.
He had the TNA Tag Team Championships, the X Division Championship, the TNA World Title, and he had the IWGP title.
I'm like, how did who wrote that? I mean, that sound like a Vince Russo out there.
Hey, Kurt 5 belts. Becky 2 belts sound cool, but Roman got 2 belts now.
Yep. Like I said, I don't
Now,
feel like,
if they pull the trigger and Roman decides to mess things up and be like, nah, I want that one too. He gonna be Roman 5 belts. We're gonna be sitting here doing this until 2040.
Look, I tell people, I just got off the phone with my boy Andrew. Like, bro, I said, if they want to give Roman that, really want to push this Roman thing to Mania 40, like they gonna do it. Like, I don't see them winning them tag titles though. Those are gonna come screw the matchup. That's hands down. That's neither. That's not even a discussion. But I go like, yo, this is like this is insane.
The Usos are going to be the reason Roman loses his title. I'm saying it now.
I give you that.
Not Solo. Not even Jimmy. Jay and this is just long term storytelling, long term booking, and I'm just spitting. I don't think this is happening, but Jay and Sammy are still working with each other. Kevin knows it. He knows it now. He didn't at first. He was getting mad at Sammy for still associating with Jay, but Kevin Owens must know that Jay Uso is trying to do what John Cena did to Knicks, is tear it down from the inside.
Oh yeah. And the way Roman pushed up on Jimmy, like, yo, apologize. He's like, bruh. Jimmy like, yo, I'm gonna put these hands on you. I'm gonna get who I am.
Didn't he bump in the solo? I was like, my bad, dog.
Oh, my bad, my fault, man. That's only my bad. I was tripping, bro.
My fault.
My bad, man. You be good, man. Don't tell my mama, dog. Don't tell Sika nobody, man. I was just joking, man. That was on me.
Oh, and then shout out to the Usos.
What they do?
Gave a shout out to that boy Jacob Fatu on WWE The Bump.
Oh yeah. They're like, yo,
that was cool.
That dude John Jay was like, yo, break down our family, man. You're gonna need a whole hour for us to do that.
Yeah, we got family. He ain't even mentioned The Rock because people keep asking him about The Rock, and I don't think the younger generations typically know how they're related. But The Rock talks about it on his show, on Young Rock. His dad, not his dad, his grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia. They did the actual blood pact where they cut their hand and shook on it, and they blood intermingled, and that's how they became, blood or whatever. But The Rock's mom is High Chief's stepdaughter, not her real daughter. So his mom and his grandma were already related to the Wild Samoans.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the Wild Samoans called High Chief Peter Maivia uncle. That was their uncle to them. And then it all trickles down from the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika. They had kids, ended up being Roman Reigns, Rosie, and the rest of the kids. And then, of course, they had other family members. It comes all the way down to the Fatus, which is Rikishi, Umaga. Was it LA Smooth, which is Rikishi's brother? Because Rikishi's a twin also.
Yeah, not identical. What's it called? Fraternal? Yeah, him, the Tonka kid.
Yeah, him and Rikishi are twins, and they both had a set of twins. Rikishi's twins is the Usos.
And the thing about it is, like, they talk about Jacob like he just a dog. Like, yo, they're not in the bad way. Like, yo, there's the way that you got boy Jacob over there on the Indies. Like, yo. Then I like how they try to son The Rock's daughter down the Indies. We got the fan in NXT. Like, man, they ain't better than us, though. Ain't no way else to do. Like, bro, that's cool. I caught that. Like, yo, how you gonna do it like that? Ain't no part of us. He's like, how you gonna diss that homie like that? I caught that. The Rock called Jimmy like, yo, what you mean by that? I saw you, what you mean? What you mean, Rock? Who ain't related to y'all? What you mean by that? That's like, then they family tree is crazy.
Right.
Meanie, Jack, you got. It's too many of them niggas, man. That family union is probably crazy.
Right. And then you gotta remember they Samoan, so you're gonna get jumped if you mess with one of them, no matter what. And they're not even they didn't even include the fact that they consider Ming family.
Yeah, because Rock bought him a truck or something like that.
Yeah, Rock.
Yeah, I remember that because I seen it like somehow he bought his dad. They did. Like, yeah, it's like and them like bro, like how y'all them Islanders or something else like bro, they run they like nah, I don't want no smoke with none of them. I'm good on
Yeah,
that.
said I mentioned that Ming is God. They all family.
Yup. Tama
Now I'm petty. I'm petty.
And Tongalo ain't even Tonga brother. That's his cousin.
Yeah, Camacho.
I'm like, bro, like for years I thought these dudes were brother. Like, now they cousin. Like,
No, Ming adopted him when he was young.
yeah. I'm like, bro.
But yeah, now to keep this bloodline storyline going,
I know you go ahead.
what if Roman, when he kicks out the Usos, he replaces them with God?
I don't know if it was you. I mean, somebody else said something similar to that, but it was Jacob and Lambs that he brings in.
Right.
But I'm
Now, if
like,
Jacob come in, Jacob already said he, because him and Solo were rocking with each other on the Indies as a team
yeah.
before
So
Solo went to NXT.
I think Solo. I think you don't even need uh uh um the Uso. I mean the God. Just bring in Jacob. You got two big monsters. It's Jacob like he like if y'all
True.
haven't seen
But what
Jacob
if,
work.
because what if you turn the Usos into their own faction, 3-man team like New Day? They could still be called the Usos.
With who?
With Solo, Uso means brother.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was so shocked they didn't um name him Uso. Like, but
No,
they are.
he when he came in, he said he wanted his name to be Solo because he's coming in by himself. He said my brothers came into this world together. I ain't come in with them, and that's why he wanted the name Solo.
Like, that's cool. I mean, I feel like with that, I feel like I say, man, this bloodline story is getting drawn out. Like, it's falling apart from the inside out. You can see it like, hey, this is falling apart.
Yeah, and then if somebody else was able to stay healthy, his storyline would have been just as fire going on right now.
Who? Oh, Bray?
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with Bray. I hope everything is okay with him because I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge Bray fan. I am a huge Bray fan, and I feel like Bray has enough presence to carry a program while Roman is taking these extended sabbaticals.
I mean, I heard. This is what I heard. I cannot confirm nor deny. I heard that he is going to challenge whoever wins this title tomorrow. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
You know who I feel like should have won that title?
Who?
Bobby Lashley.
Agreed. I can agree.
If Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, or Finn Balor is the only respectable choices I would have for that title. No offense to Drew McIntyre or Sheamus or anybody like that, or even because is AJ Styles and the Good Brothers, are they back on Raw?
Yeah, they back. They back.
Yeah. If it wasn't, like I said, if it's not Seth, AJ, Bobby Lashley, or Finn Balor, then I don't know if I would have taken that title seriously on anybody else.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. But where
Now,
we at, bro? How we
man,
looking on time?
we had 24 minutes, man. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna finish this segment of Shoot Talk out with our boy Kyle Fletcher. Announced that Mark Davis is out with an injury, and that Aussie Open, who just made their appearance on AEW, They have to vacate both the IWGP and the Strong Tag Team Championships.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of strong, shout out to Willow Nightingale for winning the strong women's heavyweight. I mean, not heavyweight, women's title. Shout out to that.
Yeah,
I
that's a
love
big
Willow.
shout out.
Like I love her.
Big
Like
shout out.
she's super dope.
So
Yeah.
that is all we have for y'all today for this episode of Shoot Talk. I'm your boy Kid Phantom. That's your boy Junes88. And we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.